One of the subjects that you will learn in computer science is maths. Now you're gonna think like, oh, maths, oh, calculus, oh, freaking what? Complicated This is essential maths for the computer. Yes, it is essential. So that means there's no complicated stuff. You don't need to be good at maths, by the way. When it comes to this module, you will get up to speed eventually with the content. Yeah, and by the way, this is for GMIT software development. Yay! So let's go to an assessment. I would say, yeah, because we have only 10 minutes. Yeah, so it's in the title. 20% are journals. Yeah, they got 9 of them. 8 will be graded. The first one is not graded because it's just a practice. Then we got 15% quizzes. Now they are different because the approach is going to be a practice makes perfect approach. Yeah, so that means you do it until you are perfect at it. Yeah, don't worry. There's a lot multiple attempts, so you can do it however you want, whenever you want, and as much as you can, as much as you want. Yeah. Yeah, and until can be done until the closing date, so there will be like a deadline or something. So yeah, you can repeat. Yeah, or you can practice it wherever you want to. Now there are 4 exams, by the way, so that's the first 35. The 65% are 4 exams. First 2 are in week 7 and week 11 for term 1, and they are worth 10% each. Last 2, the Excel exam, yes, you will use Excel, will be in week 6, which is worth 15%, and the final one, which covers every single thing, is worth 30%. So that's 65 for you. My tip for passing this is to do well in your journals, get all the quizzes done, and yeah, just do first, second exam well. By the way, for the journal, the way to achieve full marks is to attend journal classes every single time, because it's rated by journal attendance. Journal class is essentially a catch-up. Yeah, but you need to attend because there could be some useful information. Yeah, so we're gonna start with term 1, as you know, for the first 2 exams. Term 1, first topic, you come here, you're gonna learn some math mindsets and fundamentals to get your mindset right, to get your fundamentals like using a calculator. You will use them, ratios, significant figures, decimal points. Yeah, and you will practice the quizzes, assignments, whatever. Yeah, by the way, the quizzes count towards the final thing. Yeah, it's just a journal in general. Easy as that to get your mindset up. Then move on to the second topic, which is all about binaries, computer number system, binary, octal, hexadecimals. Yeah, at the end you will know how to convert the decimal numbers, which is 0 to 10. Decimal is base 10, and convert them to those systems that I mentioned, and those systems back to decimal, something like that. You will learn where do you do this in computer technology, which will be covered later on. We'll just go deep down into that, including negative numbers. Yes. Then we move on to cryptology and mod arithmetic. Yeah, mod, the symbol, the percent symbol, you know, when you're doing Java or just any other programming language. Yes, it's the remainder thing. And cryptology as well. Have you heard of Caesar ciphers? You will learn about ciphers, Caesar ciphers, encryption, decryption, all that kinds of stuff. Yeah. And yeah, you will learn some basic algorithms as well, like the Euclidean algorithm, which make use of mod arithmetic to find the greatest common divisor. Yes, yeah. Note that there's also RSA algorithms, which will not be covered too much. It is pretty easy to follow, I would say. Yeah, so just keep on track, keep with the flow, I would say. Then that's for exam 1. Exam 1 will cover those 3 topics. Then move on to the next 2 topics: functions and relations, and matrices. Functions and relations are like good old arrays, sets, set notation, diagrams, building a function in general. Yeah, it would be useful for like functions. Yeah, and something like that. And then matrices will be used in graph theories to be covered in like year 3 or so, you know. And it covered the basics, the varied matrices, describing the matrices, 2 by 2, 3 by 3, add, subtract, divide, inverse, all that kinds of stuff, and finding determinants. It will be fun, and it will be very useful when it comes to graph theory, as I mentioned. Then that's for exam 2. Exam 2 will cover the 5 topics, yeah, including the, yeah. Then we move on to term 2. Term 2 is after Christmas in general. So we have the tough topics this time. Statistics is one of them. And statistics, you will learn about ungrouped data, analyzing those data, blocks plot, max min, fence calculations, and group data. Yeah, this is where Excel comes in, like, because Excel is used for like calculating data, manipulating data, and yada yada. Yep, you will use them and analyze, of course, analysis. It's good, but I forget about the term. Yeah, so that's that. Yes, statistics, just try to open up and just try to keep track of things. Boolean Algebra is next. This is an easy one. It's basically logic, gates, and logic things, Boolean expressions, truth tables. You will learn about how to create those things, and the gates themselves, the NOT gate, the AND gate, NAND, OR, NOR, SOR. If you played Minecraft, you will learn how this goes. And again, this will be covered more in depth in computer technology, which again, later video. And then that's for practical exams. Practical exams will only cover 2 of the topics, which is statistics and Boolean Algebra. Then the last learning topic is probability, and it's one of the toughest topics so far. And you got counting, permutations, combinations. It's very tough, but you will get a hang of it. Try to visualize every problem carefully. Factorials, you will learn about factorials as well. Frequency tables, probability rules. Yeah, probability rules, the N, OR rule, at least once, not. Yeah, you will get a hang of it, just trying to do things. Bear in mind, tip for you. Probability is between 0 to 1. If it's more than 1, no. And then you learn about binomial distribution. Now, I think you might heard of this if you're in Minecraft community. The dream luck that they use binomial distribution to analyze the things. You don't need to know how to draw the graph itself, the curve thing. Yeah, you don't need to draw that, but the formula in Excel will be provided for you, and it's very useful, I would say. Yeah, and by the way, for those who don't know, binomial distribution is the probability of achieving a number of successes in a number of tries, and it's a bell-shaped thing. Yes. Then we move on to the last topic, and it's one of the 2 group projects that you're gonna do in your course first year. Applied maths. Now there are two things to consider for this one. One thing is about maths applications in real life. Yeah, so you will learn about exponent graphs and yada yada. And if you're good at Power Apps and Java from the auto module, this is where you can showcase your skills. Yeah, creating such Power Apps with that. That is all for maths. Good luck. And yeah, I'll see you in the next video where I might cover more topics. Yeah, it's already 10 minutes. Okay, bye bye. You know, it's hard to record like when there's circumstances. I don't know. Yeah. Tomato. Are you still here yet? It's almost 10 minutes. Yeah, okay. Yeah, okay. Yeah, another tip is that, you know, lecture is nice.